Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome to episode 8 of Europa Universalis IV as England. Still trying to catch up with the original point that I was at before I lost my save game file and go to war with Burgundy and take Picardy back. Of course, things are working out a little bit differently this time around because for a start, they're no longer in a personal union with Holland. In fact, Holland have now been taken over completely by Gelre. But it means even if we win the war as we did last time, we won't be able to get the trade power from Holland, which is a little bit of a pain. We can take a Diplotech, but we are waiting because we're spending some Diplo points annexing Munster. That isn't going to take all that long to do. I have been waiting for Burgundy to kind of go to war, but that doesn't appear to have happened. So I'm just going to go ahead and say, do you know what? Let's just go and do this. We don't have a spare diplomat at the moment, so I'm just going to go ahead and recall my diplomat from Hungary. I was originally sucking up to Hungary because I was hoping that we could get friendly enough with them that they wouldn't come in on the war against us. But they're still neutral towards us, so that probably isn't going to happen. Neither Austria or Hungary are in a war. At the same time, neither are Burgundy. Our diplomat has returned. If we declare war, Hungary would come in on the opposite side, so would Austria. So let's go ahead and declare war and see what happens. So war has been declared. Austria at this point has come in on our side. Fantastic. So let's just go ahead and make sure our heavies are over here in the Straits. And we want to go through these provinces, I think. Let's make sure we've got no missions here that might be useful to us. No, we haven't. So we're going to go through these provinces. And we're just going to, like, drop one troop in every province. And then... yeah, there's... Okay, there's a bit of land down there that could be problematic. We'll deal with that when we come to it. So let's hope Austria deal with a lot of that. So what we're going to do here is we're going to detach a siege and move along. And then we're going to detach a siege and move along, stopping in the moor, which should then be enough for us to siege that out. So all of these provinces here are going to be fine because these provinces don't actually have any fort in them. But when we actually grab Hainaut, Hainaut will actually need to get the fort in Rethel for that one to carry over. 1 base tax in Kent and lose 5 legitimacy or lose 5 prestige. Yeah, hell, free 1 base tax. Right, looks like there's a big Burgundian stack coming in here, which is a little bit problematic for us. Unfortunately, we do have a terrain penalty and we have a crossing penalty, but they have just had a rather bad roll there. We've also just gained a couple more units there, so let's just go ahead and move these guys forward here. In fact, let's go ahead and move them down here. And we're going to throw everybody in. We have forced their ships out. So that's actually been quite helpful. We've won the naval battle there. Really, really hope we win this battle. We might just pull it off. And we did. We did just pull it off. But I don't think that victory is going to be long-lived. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and build a few more mercenaries. And let's go ahead. Do we want to do a consolidate here? Let's group everybody up. We've got manpower in the bank, so I don't think we need to consolidate. So I'm just going to go ahead and unpause. We might find that we get attacked down here a little bit because of these guys. But once we've actually grabbed a... we can move you over here, actually. And just try and keep some soldiers in the provinces where we want to... we are going massively over our force limit, I understand, and that is going to cost us an absolute ton in money. We've won that siege there. I think you can just go straight over here and kill that army. I know you don't have an awful lot of points behind you, but we do want to make sure we take these easy wins where we can. So you guys just stay there. And I'm not even that bothered about sieging at the moment. I'd just like to try and take these opportunities to grab some easy wipes where we can. So we can go in there and wipe out that one stack. What have Burgundy actually got at the moment? 11,000 men. I mean, obviously they have got their allies. Hungary is involved, as is Milan. Austria don't appear to be doing an awful lot. Looks like the Papal State are trying to drop some troops down there. Let them. They're not going to get anything out of it, really. You guys are going where? You're moving into there. Now, you've obviously got military access through France. I'm going to try and jump on them. It may not be the wisest idea. I do outnumber them sort of 2 to 1. So there is a possibility that we might be able to win this fight. Looks like there's a few units moving through. I think we'll actually grab them. And once again, we did get the crossing penalty, but yeah, we don't have any maneuver on our leader, which is actually our king, which is a little bit of a pain, but I still think that will be enough for us to win that battle. And obviously we've got some Papal State troops coming in down there. We're not too bothered about those guys. So we've won that fight. I wonder where those guys are actually going to go to. They are leaving completely. So let's go back up here. We'll wipe this guy out and we'll siege this fort. So that should be good for us. Any useful missions we can take at the moment? No, not really. You have mainly galleys and... Well, you've got galleys, but you're not in... Or I've took a loan. You've got galleys, but you're not in the right kind of water for them, are you? And the rest are just transport. So let's just go down there and see if we can not sink that navy for you. Because obviously we don't want you having to spend all that money on your navy. We definitely need a military advisor. We can only get a level 2 one at the moment, which really, really sucks. Because we cannot afford to do that, really. But land maintenance modifier might make him pay for himself just while we're at war and we're over our force limit. So we're going to get into a little bit of debt. But hopefully it'll be a little bit of debt in a war that is won. Now, where do you think you're going? You're going to Rethel on the 14th of August. So let us move in and intercept you. I've noticed now the AI always seems to commit to a move, even when he doesn't have to. I know they've now added this system where units get movement locked, and once you're movement locked, you do kind of have to commit, but even when the AI isn't movement locked, he still carries on moving in. Once he's started a move, he continues with it. I was just thinking about there, do I need to break this siege and go in and reinforce? I don't think we're going to do, because they don't really have much of a front line. Well, they've only got a front line. If I keep getting crap rolls... Right, we've sunk the navy. That's good. There is one ship down there trying to escape. Let's get you back to the Straits of Dover. Yeah, we just need a couple more good rolls to win that battle. Burgundy might try and throw the odd suicide stack in there just to try and tip the fight, but I don't think they're going to manage it. Indeed, they haven't. I'm going to go ahead and do a consolidate here and move these guys into Luxembourg, see if we can not siege Luxembourg out. Do we want to grab a Diplotech? How much would it currently cost us? It'd cost us 600, which is only leave us 37, so I think we're going to wait. We'll wait until we've pieced out, because we want to make sure that we don't end up going over our force limit. Sorry, we want to make sure that we don't that we have enough Diplo points left to actually piece out. That they're going to try and siege that out. That's fine. Just let them get on with it. They can't really do an awful lot of damage down there. We could go ahead and hire some more mercenaries. We are below our force limit again. Of course, we're not making a huge amount of money, but we do actually have money in the bank. So let's go ahead and get ourselves a few more men-at-arms, and we'll start to rebuild the old army manually. They'll take a little bit longer to... Now, where are you thinking about going? They're going into Champagne. I bet you any money he's going to head across to my provinces that are being... They always seem to head somewhere if you're training troops there. It's like they know. So I just want to keep my eye on that. You're just going to sit in there and try and unsiege that. I'd really love to go and deal with them. And I'd love to go and deal with them so much. I'm actually going to go over there and deal with them. As much as I want to take Luxembourg, I don't really need to take Luxembourg. How are things going over here with you, Austria? Are you actually getting anything done over there? Are you achieving anything? Doesn't look like it. What about Hungary? Did Hungary actually come in on their side? Yes, they did. Okay, that's fine. We can deal with that. So we'll wipe these guys out. We'll take a few more losses along the way, but that's fine. And then we'll come back to Luxembourg. We'll pick up these extra troops as we come in. So we didn't go into that with full morale, but we still have Henry leading with his ridiculous shock. And of course they roll a 9. They've got no leader and they roll a 9 because, you know, this game. Gascoigne is now the seat of a new cardinal. We have some more troops that we can go and throw in here. So let's go ahead and do that. Just keeping our eye open to make sure that some cheeky little Burgundian army doesn't try and come up there from the bottom when we're not looking. Or a Papal States army, whichever way round they want to do it. Are you really moving in there? Fantastic. In fact, let's group you guys. So I can't group them because they're part way through a move. But the fact that these guys actually jumped onto that one stack means that we are technically the defenders. So I'm going to throw my big stack in there. Now, unfortunately, Milan did come to reinforce that, which is a little bit of a pain. But they do have the crossing penalty. And their leader has 2 in fire. And at this point, shock is better than fire. So we've gone ahead and won another battle there. Let's group you guys up and move you back to Luxembourg. Really? Are you really trying to send a stack in on me there? Okay. We've managed to integrate... We've managed to integrate Leinster, which is fine. You guys can just stay there for now. I don't suppose you are causing any harm. Right, they've actually caught me there, which is a little bit of a shame. They're about to throw in a very big army. It's not letting me select it. Right, okay, so... the question is, do I want to break the siege here? We're already at 35%, although we haven't broken the walls. If I throw these guys in, will it change the odds of this battle? I'm not 100% convinced that it will, but I'm going to do it anyway. It has given us a little bit more morale, and of course we roll a 0. A 9 and a 5. Okay, that's slightly better. Right, are we going to win this battle? No, we're not. So let's try and retreat to somewhere. Right, you didn't let me retreat where I wanted to, which is a pain in the neck. However, at least you didn't retreat to... At least they didn't retreat all the way down here. And I've seen that happen in the past. They've retreated down there and just instantly got stack wiped, which would have been very, very annoying. At least... and we'd have had to pick them up in boats because... well, actually, we can march through France, but it would have still been very, very annoying had that happened. We can get another idea. Do we want to grab that idea? No, we want to save up for our tech, because we don't want to be behind on tech as much as having that would be useful. So we're going to go ahead and consolidate up these regiments, because we are building some more. Let's move you to Co, because I want you to be close enough to be able to go ahead and attack when need be. What does that put us on our force limit? We are well below. Let's go ahead and grab ourselves some mercenaries. You're going to come in here. Now, I'm on very, very low morale here, which is concerning. That the AI really doesn't like letting you recover morale. Seems to really want to jump in on me. We should win this fight. Yeah, they're now changing their mind. They don't have enough people to unsiege Rethel there either. Okay, and I think that was a stack wipe, so that's fine. So we'll allow some more troops to sort of train up. We'll build up another stack, and then as soon as we've got some morale, we'll go back and push against them some more. We're up to 29% here. I very much doubt that they are going to accept demands, because we still don't have a fort in the area. That's the problem. It's that minus 1,000 for not occupying a fort in the area. The moment we can do that, it makes life a lot easier. Now, they're not going to unsiege that because they don't have enough men there. So that is fine. Let us go ahead and grab ourselves. We actually don't have any money at the moment. We're going to end up taking a loan here anyway. Let's go ahead and group you guys together. Let's move you... well, let's move you through into Rethel. At least that way you'll be able to kill that little 5 stack. Hopefully by the time you get there you will have closer to full morale. Not too sure where the Burgundian army is. It is still quite possible that they may try and jump on me during this fight, because of course we are going to be the attacker. But we really need to try and grab these two provinces up here. Not too sure where their army is right now. We have got the crossing penalty and the terrain penalty, but that was a good roll that we had. A couple of good rolls, actually. So that's another stack wipe. So let's go up here now and grab Hainaut. We really need to get this fort, because that's going to be very, very important to us winning the war. Got a big stack coming in here, which is a little bit worrying. We are not at full morale. Now, they're going to sit there in Rethel. That's fine. Let's let them do that. Because I think I've got the bigger stack. Now, the question is, can I siege this out before they can siege that back? Right, we've taken a loan. That might be a good idea to actually sort of train up some mercenaries or something. Problem I'm going to have in trying to do that, though, is they've literally got to get here without being jumped on, which is going to be problematic. We'll give it a go. We'll see if it's possible, because the thing is, if they do jump on the mercenaries, then they're going to be the attackers, and we might be able to break this siege and then go and jump on them as the defenders. So we'll see how that goes. I'm just going to keep my eye on them and make sure that we, as soon as these guys pop up, that I move them to somewhere relatively safe. In fact, I'm just going to grab them all and move them to Hainaut. If the Burgundians want to jump in on Hainaut and try and attack these lowly little stacks, which they're going to, fantastic, guys, because now you're going to be the attacker. And I'm nearly at full morale. Yeah, we will take that engagement. When are you going to get there? You are going to get there on November the 3rd. I can't tell if they're already locked in, because they've got attrition. It's annoying that... Oh, that's going to be a bit of a pain. I actually lost that fight, although they are coming in here, which I did win. And now I'm going to be the attacker because I didn't cancel that move. So that was a little bit annoying. I do have a couple more troops. Let's get these guys thrown in. We did break their siege, though. So that was a little bit annoying that I had to go around because of that annoying fort. This could be another fight lost, unfortunately. Now I've got Hungarian troops over here. Austria, what are you doing? Austria are still involved in the war. This is going to be a bad fight. Let us retreat. Again, I wanted them to retreat to Calais, and they've basically just scattered all over the place. And that guy's gone in even though I told him to go back. Okay, that's fine. Should have grouped all... At least that's only one guy, so that's fine. Now, they're probably going to try and jump on me. You guys are going to group together, and we've got some manpower, but let's consolidate those regiments. What are we up to now? We're still massively below our force limit here. So let's go ahead and just get a load of mercenaries. Even if it's going to put us in heavy debt, we need to win this war. Fortunately for us, they're not actually unsieging anything at the moment. They're trying to siege that down there, but that's fine. We're not bothered about that. Let's go and start moving people up into Calais. Calais' got a supply limit of 35, so it'll be fine. All we need to do is really take Namur. How are Burgundy doing in terms of their manpower and so forth? They've got no manpower and they've got 12k troops. So we're actually in not a terrible position here. We want to make sure we stop them from unsieging stuff. Let's try and grab as many of our troops as possible and sort of just get them all together and move as a big stack. You guys are going to move in there as well before they try and jump in on you, because I'm half expecting that to happen. So let's just try and get everyone together. We'll try and go down here and grab them more. Hopefully, if they're going to try and do anything, they'll try and jump on us. They're trying to unsiege Rethel. They've actually got their units split up quite a bit at the moment. Looks like they're just trying to get enough men together to unsiege that. You guys can all group up. Force limit, we can still grab another 5. Don't have any money left, though, which is quite embarrassing. So, you guys are coming down here to get killed, are you? That's fine. We'll take that free war score. You know, admittedly, it doesn't particularly help with our manpower situation or our morale situation. Lose 50 military power or lose 10 prestige. We'll lose the prestige. You're going to try and unsiege that, but that's not a primary war goal concern. And you don't have a lot of troops there. They've rolled a 0. Okay, so I think what we should do now is get these guys over here and once more try and siege out Namur. Now, they may well end up coming over and trying to attack us, but at least that way we should be the defender. And by the time they get to us, we should actually have some good siege progress on it. Hopefully they won't breach the walls here. I mean, we literally could. We have enough score to take it. The only problem is they have this massive negative penalty. Siege of Labor. So the Papal States have won the siege down there. They're probably going to just pick on Gascony. They might come up here and try and bother me, but I don't think they will. They've actually broken their siege there, which is quite interesting. So what I want to do is actually just win the siege of Namur over here, and then we'll have a fort and it should be enough. But we're at the 20-minute mark, so I'm going to end the video there. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and we're actually making some progress in the war now. But I'll see you guys next time, so until then, goodbye for now.